Dandelion's Odyssey is my film, my first feature. It's about four dandelion seeds escaping from the earth, destroyed by human, and going to the space to find a new place to live. So this is a storytelling, and it's all, most of the images are made in real footage. So we went to shoot during 260 days all around the world to have a glacier, icebergs, plants, different kind of topography that we needed for the film. And we put all the images together to create a new time and space. So I wanted to write Indiana Jones kind of story with plants. And so I use seeds because it's the most mobile form of the plants. So, and they're living an adventure life. All the seeds live an adventure life. And so I wanted to write something unique and with a different point of view than human, and different point of view than animals, and different point of view and from object, but plants, and how the plant live, how the plant live an adventure and find their own home. As us, we are looking for our own home all the time. And so what we can understand also from this movement of the seeds to us. So this was kind of beginning of the story. I also made 4 short films before, which is more or less using the same technique. So I explored for 10 years the technique that I used for the feature film. And so I wanted to go a bit further in this exercise of telling a story with the nature, but with emotion, with a real storytelling. We use technique like time-lapse technique, which is taking picture of natural phenomena, mostly very slow phenomena, that we take picture every 10 minutes, for instance, during a period of time. And so, for instance, we shot a big set with different plants with 10 cameras on it and shooting for more than 3-4 weeks. And to have this movement of plants and penetrate inside this vegetal world. And so this is the first technique that we use. We also use slow motion technique using phantom camera to combine with macro lens to have different animals that we transform to the gigantic creature, such as, for instance, a bee becoming very big, very slow, with this height that they can have. The weight, sorry, and so we use different techniques to change the nature of what we are filming. We also use drone camera to film all the Iceland landscape. We went 3 weeks shooting there, and we also made an arm robot to enter with time lapse, so for a long period of time inside a set. With the repetitive movement that we can combine after in post-production. So this was a handmade robot. And we also use a kind of periscope that can enter inside the water to film all the animals inside the water. You can call it requiem for us, requiem for a small nature, requiem for everyday nature. So we don't need to go very far to be amazed by a beautiful thing. And so it's a requiem of something very daily life, but something exceptional. When I was 6 years old, my mother said that I was watching in loop Miyazaki's film called Nausicaa, which is about a princess going into the mold world. The world is rotten and you cannot even breathe inside, and you have a gigantic creature coming up. So I was maybe a bit impressed by this kind of storytelling. And of course, so this was kind of a departure point, let's say. the main characters, so the dandelion seeds, are made in 3D animation, led by leader animator Guillaume Leroy. She's from Belgium. And so we work together, all the different movements, the subtle movement that they can have, because basically it's just a stick. We have to create emotion with a stick. So it's the way how the stick moves, how it can bend, how it can walk. So we also hire 4 actresses and 1 actor to reincarnate the role of 4 dandelion seeds with the character. The one is very brave and coming up and walk very bravely. The other one is more how to say, he's afraid of everything, so he's like more awkward. And the one is a bit big, so it doesn't move in the same way, but it's very energetic. So we distribute role like this to have more vocabulary of movements, and we inspire a lot from the dance, contemporary dance, and from the crown movement also, to make all the subtle movement that we can inject to the characters.